Right, today I'm just out at the wild bit of the garden. This is a little bit of my garden. Now I've done a mowing video on the channel before with the Hater mower, and today we're down here where we're making a chicken pen. Got a chicken house going up, a fence post in the ground, and a gate over there that we've made. And today I'm going to be trying out this thing. This, which is a handy, there you go, handy multi-tool. Quite a lot of these around. This one's pretty old. I think I don't know how old it is actually, but it's quite good. We found these old attachments in the shed for it, and there's a hedge trimmer attachment, two hedge trimmer attachments, and this attachment here, this brush cutter attachment. I think there's also a chainsaw attachment, but that looks a bit broken. So anyway, we're going to be going through some pretty hard brush today. I did use the hedge trimmer today, this morning, to do a bit of hedge trimming, and I did come down here with it, but you can see where I've used the hedge trimmer. I was going, but yeah, I couldn't get through this, so I'm going to see what the brush cutter can do just to clear out this area. Then we'll move on to the actual fence area, where we're actually going to lay a fence all the way down to the bottom here and along. But first of all, we've got to clear this area out, and then we'll try that area because it's got some baby trees in, and that you really don't want to go through with this. Not because it will damage it, but you kind of want to get the baby trees out and not just chop them down to the root. Because I think they're willows, so it's not the greatest idea. So I'm just going to try it out in this area. Yeah, but let's see if it will run with the first pull without any priming, or any choke. I have been using it, so it might. That would be fun. But I'll just set you up here. Right then, let's get on with this. Let's just get a little bit more space there. Right, so we've got this button up here. Make sure it's on. A very important feature. If it's not on, you could be pulling on it for about 2 days and it wouldn't start. You know, it wouldn't start at all. You'd have to check that, because yeah. But let's see. Let's see if it'll go. Make sure that's not gonna hit anything. Ooh. We went then. Put the choke on. I know that's oil. I know you can prime it, obviously, but I'm gonna try without priming. Might be worth it, because yeah, shouldn't really need priming all the time. Go on. Get what. Right, have to prime it. Might not have enough fuel in it. Go on. Ooh. There we go. Sounds pretty good to me. Come on. Right, so I've just done there. I've just done down here. It's really actually done a much better job than I expected. I was actually expecting just to get jammed up, just go, but it's actually managed to get through this extraordinarily well. And obviously there's still that stuff left, like there's a big bramble there. I did chop it in half, but really I should have done from the base there and just gone boom. There's a few big brambles around, yeah, I could probably tidy up that area a little bit. But look at this. This is much better. It was all about, it was all like this. It wasn't exactly this plant, it was more stingers. But it was about up here, and now it's all the way down here. And it's really hard because this camera doesn't get the best perspective of this. I think from here it's quite nice. But you can see that's just gone, and that's all cleared out now. It looks much better in person, as it always does. But there's a few things in here, that I'm glad to be using a brush cutter to cut it with. And it's flattened some of this. Quite a lot of it's just sort of been knocked over. But that might just be knocked over and chopped. No, some of them aren't. They've just fallen over underneath the other ones that have been chopped. So it might be worth coming in here and just sort of picking them up and chopping them. But maybe it's not. But somewhere under here there is an aseptic tank in there somewhere with the cover over. Yeah, here he is. Look. Yeah, this is the aseptic tank. There's a cover down there, big concrete pad piece. I don't know if you can get it to me. But basically there's loads of brush just on top of this. And now I've cleared it out, you can actually find it again without the use of a flail on the back of a tractor, if you know what I mean. This hedge actually needs a bit of a chop. That'll have to be done at some point with the hedge trimmer attachment on it. And then all the way along here, that's the other thing that needs doing. So if I show you, this is the kind of where the fence is going to go. So the fence is going to come down like this. It's going to go through this bit here, and then it's going to go up this alleyway here, and it's just full of nettles and brambles. If I just go up here, past the chicken house quickly. Yeah, so you get a better view from here, and you can see why I didn't immediately go through here. It's a little bit more thicker, but it will still do it. But it needs a bit of clearing up before you go in with the brush cutter, including this little guy here, this little tree. And there's loads of little trees all over the place here. I think this is an ash, I think. But they all need taking out before you can use a brush cut, because otherwise we're going to go through here with your and we're wearing the goggles, and they need a little bit of a clean up because they're a little bit dirty, obviously. Because they use strimming and stuff, and we start to go through something and you're just strimming, you're just going to go straight through that and you're not going to even know it's there. And then you're going to leave a root in the ground, it's going to grow back up again, and you're going to think, where'd that big whopping tree come from? And all along here it's the same. So if we take out those trees, control some of the poisonous plants in here, I'm pretty sure there's some deadly nightshade over there, and there's some hogweed just over there. You really don't want to get sort of spat in the face by the hogweed, or a bit of deadly nightshade go in your mouth somehow if you're flicking and chopping and stuff. So yeah, there's a bit of deadly nightshade. There you go. That is a deadly nightshade right there. But you just got to be careful really with these sorts of things. And yeah, again, that would also help to get back to this hedge here, to chop this one, because that really needs kind of a chop. And having that clear would be great. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. But my overall thoughts on the handy multi-tool is a great machine. Now, I've never used a brush cutter before, so this is the first time. But my overall experience with a brush cutter on a multi-tool is very good. And I know you can get them with most strimmers, and our big strimmer does have a brush cutter, so might use that. But this thing's a lot lighter than a big old whopping strimmer. It's not the most expensive one in the market, obviously, but you don't need something really expensive to get the job done. The engine works. It's brilliant. It's not like a proper brand, but it does the job really well, and it's really light compared, because I was using a Ryobi and the Titan the other day, or just yesterday, and we were doing a bit of hedge trimming there, and it was a complete different thing. It was a different style. They were both very similar, but they were just both pretty heavy pieces of equipment, and I think these are nice and light, cheap, and they work, and you get strimmer heads and all sorts with them. So yeah, if you're looking for a nice cheap multi-tool, then I would recommend this little fella here. Pretty easy to fix too. So yeah, I think that's gonna just about end the video. Yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye everybody.